It's time for entertainment, which means entertainment gossip. Everything happening in the celebrity world here in Ghana. And Miss G has it. Hello, Miss G.
Hello. So a few weeks ago, we saw a story online that featured a woman who claimed to be the wife of Patience Nyaku's husband. So Patience Nyaku is a gospel musician,
Right.
And she's always with her manager. Every time she comes around the multimedia group, she's with her manager. We didn't know that the man was married until the wife made the revelation that he's been out of his matrimonial home for years. She says 4 years or so, and she has not set her eyes on her husband. And she's talked about how the husband has sold properties they, worked for together just because of this gospel musician. So Becky caught up with her when she came here today with the same manager who released a statement to say that, his statement was, a bit
incoherent, or
exactly. He was not consistent in what he had to say. He addressed the issue about, the fact that he and his wife had issues, but we should leave the artiste out. He didn't want to do anything to damage the artiste's reputation. But what does Patience Nyaku have to say to it? Here's a conversation she had with Becky.
I don't want to talk about what you are asking me,
Why?
Why should I talk about it? It's marriage issue. So I'm not part when they are getting married or something. So I don't want to talk about it. But as a Christian, it's normal. You pass through a lot. You pass through a lot of difficulties. You just pray to God to give you strength to stand on every problem. Yeah.
Do you think that the allegations leveled against you is a way of, pulling you down?
Me, I call my enemies dream pushers, because they are going to help you to push your dream, as it happens to Joseph, Yeah.
And you're not, you don't think it will tarnish your image or damage your reputation? I'm saying it.
You won't push me there.
I'm not pushing.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
I'm not pushing you.
I'm not going to talk about it because it's marriage issue. You see?
I care about your brand because, I work with entertainers.
I don't think it's going to do anything to my brand because what she is saying, I don't want to talk about it. Please, let me. Yes. I don't want to talk about it, please. Whether it's true or not, I don't want to talk about it here.
It's still a bit curious if she's unwilling to talk about it. I want to think that she probably may dismiss it, but
and you know what she said that got me thinking. I don't want to talk about it whether it's true or not.
Yeah, it leaves doubts. I'm beginning to wonder: is it that there's any truth to what the lady has been saying?
Because if someone says you snatched the husband, no, that's it. But if you say you don't want to talk about whether it's true or not, well, let's see what happens. Now let's talk about Kafui Danku. She's out with a book. It's called "Silence is Not Golden." Contrary to what we know, that it says silence is golden. She says, no, we've been suppressed, to keep quiet and endure pain. She's detailing all that she had to go through after she got married. So we spoke to her at the lunch.
We're kind of backward. Things would have been better people if we had a platform to speak about things that bother us, things that we have questions about. So I experienced it through my face the past few years of my life. I realized there's so many emotions that I couldn't talk about, got me a bit depressed, etc. And I realized so many other people were following the same thread. They were experiencing what I was experiencing. So I decided that why not speak up when there's something bothering. If that's what will refresh you, that's what will make you feel better. Why not speak up? So silence is not good, at least not in some cases.
Do you think that anybody will take you serious, or people say, oh, it's another woman who is just blabbing?
People will definitely take me seriously because earlier last year I shared a little bit of the part of the journey on my pictures, and the emails, the calls, the visitations that I got were awesome. Going to make a lot of difference because I've even realized that so many things that were not talked about in the past. For instance, people raping little girls and etc. Social media these days is making people get justice because other people are speaking about it, the victims are talking about it, and people are beginning to speak to understand that emotions don't need to be suppressed. How you feel don't need to be suppressed, especially when it can stress you, which can cause diseases, mental issues, etc. So speaking up definitely is the way to go.
Okay, so
in some ways, I mean, you can agree with her because in recent times we had this Me Too movement and sexual exploitation of women in the entertainment industry, and the fact that a lot of them have been speaking about it until
so she's
now.
encouraging all of them to speak up now. Now, also, we noticed that on the cover of the book, Kafui Danku, who is married, didn't have a ring on, and all through the launch, she didn't have a ring on. You want to know why?
Yes, I want to know why.
Okay, so yes, why?
So even when the cover was taken, it was later that we realized that oh, you're not wearing a ring, and I've not been wearing it for some time. So definitely it's not traffic anything.
Don't you think that people will take attention from the substance, which is the book, and now start asking questions about that? We, the press people, thought of it. People outside also might take attention from the essence.
That way it will make you want to investigate. It will make you want to read.
That's what I'm saying. That
no, you're not bringing it to my attention. I'm just thinking, okay, because if it's me, and I'm thinking that, oh, okay, okay, let me find out exactly what. Seriously, you're not bringing it to my attention. I even think about it like that, because I didn't have it. It became a part of me for some time, and I've not had it on for some time. So after we finished, even when we're checking, she put a ring in, I'm like, oh, there's something missing. For later, I realized that, oh, it was my wedding ring. So I'm still very married. No, once in a while, I'm sure every married woman takes off their rings. Once in a while, yeah. I know people who lose theirs. So how did you lose it? I'm sure you must have taken it off. So maybe something happened, or you want to do something that maybe even sometimes you go to the hospital, they want to scan you, you need to take it off. Sometimes you can forget. It's a tiny little jewelry, so sometimes you forget, you remember, you put it on. So it's normal. I don't think people are going to make a big fuss about it. I don't think so.
Okay, so quickly before I go, here's Big Brother Nigeria, reality winner, Efe, who says he's got a lot of songs, but Nigerians, are yet to get the vibe. He's a musician now, but still, we haven't heard, down here, we aren't feeling the vibe. But he says, give me some time. Here's him.
Like I came out from a lifestyle platform, so I'm doing music was strange to them, but the community tends to it. And for me, I've recorded this type of songs like hundreds, 50, I can't mention, but it's because I'm not bringing it out. But now I'm beginning to bring it out and just showing more response to it. So it's been cool. I actually appreciate them for liking this one.
Okay.
So that's Efe.
We're waiting for the songs to come out. And be as big
as Davido, who made, Davido said he made $500 million from his concert. Israel, we need to do music.
Really?
$500 million from his concert. He had a dollar sign on the Snapchat he posted there. The bag was there with a dollar sign. We initially thought it was Naira, but he had a dollar sign with the bag.
Probably it's hype.
Well, maybe because $500 million is money.
It's a lot of money.
I need to locate Davido. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you too, Miss G, for bringing us entertainment.